So it's going to be this get level time, and what's happening is the level time's getting reset. This is probably what it is. Alright. So what happens is we call get level time, and when we transition levels... So what's going to happen is you spawn the bots in, they work, we transition levels, and if the bots get dragged along, maybe the level is getting... time is getting reset, and the levels are wrong. So we shouldn't be using get level time F. We should be using get game time F. So it's probably that sort of pattern here with these guys. Is get level time F is wrong because we reset it somehow. All right. That would fuck up everything for these guys. So let me take a look at that. Because they basically get stuck in a single mode, and they would never come out of it if the time was wrong. Alright, so we want... on level start, so we want to know where this is called. So I guess we should be using get game time. So let's take a look at what game time is. On game start. Because if the level time gets reset, these guys are screwed. Like, do they ever do anything else? Like, they'll get punched out of stuff, but their timers will be all sorts of jacked up. So, what they'd end up doing is, unless something got really reset, they'd be hard-pressed to get fixed. Like, basically, they would start working after a certain amount of time in the current level. Yeah, that's kind of what would happen, is their times would be screwed up. They wouldn't go back into checking anything because they'd have no reason to get out of their current decision modes. So this is definitely something that would be really odd. It's also something that would be introduced with some of this. So Oh yes, the bots will not despawn. They're gonna stay in there. That was what Jeff was doing, where he'd spawn like 999 bots and then leave the server. So that's one of the things that I'd like to change. Is I'll make it so if there's nobody in the match, the bots will die. It may also be a timer getting stuck on something. Because level time is a good thing to use for a lot of these things, but, you know, these... I wonder... Alright, so the other thing that I want to do is I want to add a function for reset clocks that gets called on our... What? Yeah, we want to get rid of this guy. On our begin play reset clocks. So we'll need to reset clocks here. Yeah, I'm gonna make it so players don't, that bots don't count as players. It's gonna be another thing that I do here today. The bots start grinding up bitcoins. I mean, I'm already paying for the server, right? I might as well run shit on it. Might as well waste the energy. Alright, so attack, reset, clocks. We want... We have the last attack time. Alright, so let's see. Sprint distance easy. Why don't we start organizing some of this stuff as well? So these will be tunables. Sprint distance hard. Come on, give me a fucking drop down instead of a tooltip. Closing team. Jump distance? Yeah. Height difference at jump. Attack distance easy, hard. Last attack time. Let's put these in clocks. Min attack easy, min attack hard. Random attack delay? Yeah, okay, that's in there. Approach distance min, successful attacks. That's going to be in clocks. 2 min attacks before angry transition. Max attacks before angry transition. Is jumping... Jump chance easy, jump chance hard. Let's call this state, not clocks. And let's name this to reset state. So we're not jumping, our last attack time is 0, and our successful attacks is 0. Alright. Alright, so reset states there, bracken bot idle. For this guy, we're going to want reset state. So let's do get game time. Well, alright, let's just put these in tunables. Put this in state. Alright, all this bot testing brought me back close to Adam. You'll leave it at that so he can stay on top. What? Nah, knock him off. Make him angry. That's how this works. Wander axis value. Wander axis value. Follow target. Follow distance. See where it's used. Looks like that's state. Alright, wander axis value is state. Go right time is also state. Alright. Alright, reset state. I think only do follow is something else. This should be under constants. Where's go right time? Just grind points without playing? Yeah. That's true. Alright, so this will be under state. I started playing Battletech last night because I was tired and needed something to do. Min and Max, and it's made in Unity, and you can really tell it's made in Unity by the graphics. Like I was expecting better graphics out of that game, and I'm just like, these mechs look like crap. I don't know. I was pretty surprised. It's like I know the game's only $40, but you know it's really not that hard to make mechs. Like, cause they're big ass machines and shit like that. But they gave them just really like the textures that they put on them are so scattered in terms of style. Like they're trying to go for a dirty wash, like a dirty style on the robots, and they look fucking awful. Because you look at it and it's just washed out. Like you can't see the details on the object because strike zone lost, strike mode. All right, strike. Because you look at it and it just looks like a big brown blob of crap, as opposed to like if they had the colors on the guns, like they made them all darker. So like boom, you're like, all right, those are guns. Like have some contrast between the mech pieces themselves. Like because if you put like a big gray and brown blob and laser cannon in front of a gray and brown blob that is a chassis, and it blends together. You can't actually see that like, oh, that's a cool looking cannon, because that's the whole thing about BattleTech and some of those games is you're like blowing pieces off of people and being like, oh, you thought you were going to be able to fire long range missiles. Well, you can't fire your long range missiles if you don't have a long range missile launcher, you son of a bitch. And that sort of thing. Last jump time. Next strike mode. Easy, next strike mode, men. So I don't know. It was just kind of like, eh. I don't know. I'll probably keep playing it. Maybe my eyes will get used to it. Maybe I need to go mess around with some quality settings. I was too tired to mess with anything. Alright, well, all these bots should have everything that, like, gets reset when everything works here. So let me just make sure. Just like a pepperoni stick. This should say please wait, but obviously I broke that somehow. I don't know. There's just something funny about how you start punching the bots start punching the other bots, and then nobody's even touching the fucking ball because they're all just pissed at each other. It's just like, starting a bar fight or something in the Old West, right? Let's see, how are these guys doing? We got Frangen with 105 hits. Frangen is definitely on the fucking warpath. He's got 121, 122. Oh man, Donald is catching up with 92. And then we got Parlan with 99. Well, Frangen's still in the lead though. He's got 150. They really prioritize hitting each other and not the ball. Look at that, like 29 touches, but a whole shitload of player hits. Oh man, Parlin took over with... Nope, Parlin and Frangen are right in the same with attacks. Oh, but Donald's up there too. 150, 161 up there. Parlin is now number 1 on attacks. Not to be outdone. Alright, so the thing that's taking the CPU is this Unreal editor, right? Uh, so it's all this blueprint time. So how do you profile blueprints? You get some as described here. Alright. So what are, let's see, blueprint. Oh, fuck you. There's no. Alright, so. What we want is stat start file. Alright, so let's see what that did for us. Like, supposedly that logged stuff and saved, profiling, Unreal Stats, and what is this? UE4 stats file. Alright, this should save a file. You can open that file from the Profiler tab in the session front end. Alright, so where is... the hell's the Profiling tab? Session front end. You can open that file from the profile. What fucking Profiler tab? Run stat pro. This should save a file. You can then open that file from the Profiler tab in the session front end. There is no Profiler tab. Sequencer, statistics, developer tools. Let's see, visual logger, widget refactor, asset, debug tools, reload texture. No, we don't need that crap. Sequencer, modes, levels, layers, viewports. Device profiles? No, that doesn't look like anything worth jack. Let's see. Profiler tool. Let's see. Come on. Enabling the profiler. Below is a profiler. Alright. Run the game. Load previously. By pressing the load button on the toolbar for the profile. What fucking profiler window, though? Like, where is it? Select Session Frontend from the Developer Tools section of the window menu bar. So Developer Tools, and this is Session Frontend. Jesus Christ. By pressing the load button, load. Alright, so okay, so we can go look at the game thread. So pre-physics is running almost everything. Dashkin entity actor, training entity actor, player logic object is taking everything. Blueprint time function. Alright, look up and down is taking 4 milliseconds? That's what. So ground slide, sprint, stealth settings. Alright, how in the hell is look up and down taking so long? Like, it's 30% of our entire frame time is being used by this guy, which is calling look up and down. Get player proxy? Wait, so it's. So look up and down is calling get player proxy on player proxy actor? I mean, what? What is this? Yeah, we have this get player proxy, which is a static function. Yeah, we should be calling this. Okay, that could have been causing a lot of problems with our key up and key down thing, so I'll only just look for get player proxy. Alright, so I had no idea that that was taking up so much time. Maybe I should do a little bit more profiling. So what is ground slide doing that's causing so much trouble? Create effect by class is calling the most because it's just calling spawn actor, which looks okay. So let's see, we have these other threads. So it's probably some of these other things. So like we've got our frame time. You have to head to bed this weekend. Oh man. Well, sorry if I missed you leaving, but have a good time and I hope you do well. Alright, so almost everything is inside of our player logic object. I mean, we have pre-physics, during physics. So what is our during physics? During physics looks like it's just doing a whole bunch of particle system stuff. So that's supposed to be taking time. Post-update work is alright, so let's do a another profile of this. Because it's probably the level util functions that I have that just iterate over every actor and check for tags are just stupid, and I should be using something else. So let's just let this run for a little bit. Alright, so what do we got? So we've got our game thread. So let's see. Pre-physics is taking up 60%. Physics tick group release tick game task graph. Entity actors are taking it up. It's inside of the player logic update. And let's see, the player logic update is taking pretty much most of the included time. Looks like the ground slide function, the sprint, and stealth. So what is sprint ability doing? Sprint ability is creating effects. So it looks like our effect creation is pretty wasteful. Probably is what's going on. That's okay. So it's basically our effects are causing problems with how much crap we're throwing on the screen. That makes total sense. Otherwise, we've got this self get. Okay, so we took our big stupid ones out, so we at least got that going. So what I should probably do is, if it's all this blueprint stuff that's causing problems, maybe I can try a pack of like a packed build. I mean, when we actually do this. So let's see, the list of blueprint assets to nativize. Blueprint nativization method. Enable nativization for all blueprints. Well, I mean, maybe we should just do it with everything. Just like enable nativization for all blueprints. And why don't we just try it? See if the blueprint nativization actually works. So I should make a shipping build and spawn a whole bunch of bots. So why don't I just do that? So test build 64. So let's package that thing up. Gonna need to grab the UI folder. And the missions folder has to exist as well, but the missions folder can be out of date. That's fine. Let's see, compiler, player logic. So it looks like it's compiling stuff for our cook here. Also, that build wasn't too long for a shipping build, which is great. I'm used to working on like the Maelstrom stuff over the last couple days. Their fucking shipping build takes forever to link. Like, I'm talking, it takes 16 minutes to link a shipping build for their shit. I do not understand why it takes 16 minutes to link it. I think maybe I probably have more stuff in headers. I mean, that's got to be code generation, right? So link step is going to be like shitloads of templates. And I think Yeah, I think they've got a bunch of template crap in some of, especially the Amazon libraries that they pulled in. Just, yeah. So what I'm looking for here is I'm just basically trying to knock down a few small things. It looks like we probably fixed the bots because those times definitely could have been causing that problem. But I'm not really going to know. Other than that, I put in some safeguards for resetting the clocks anyway. So that's good. All right, so what is this? We got an issue with, where was our error? I can't read this. Error, automation tool terminated with exception. Command failed. We devise asset remote at what? All right, let's see. Failed to find for target Dashkin. Error unrecognized type autoplay sfx underscore c and auto material swap. So auto material swap autoplay sfx c. All right. So this is what? Auto material swap. So auto material swap is having problems because of what? Unrecognized type autoplay sfx c. So we have this autoplay SFX. Maybe there's some redirectors here? Yeah, we have play SFX and kill and anim finish. So why don't we clean up the redirectors? Maybe that's, so fix up. Other compilation error. Okay, so let's just, yeah, fix up like all redirectors that we can find. That is a lot of damn redirectors, isn't it? Well, let's see if we can just fix every single one of them. Fix them, please. Oh god, what have I done? I've right-clicked. Obviously, this requires me to wait here in utter horror for the next 30 minutes. I was being facetious. I didn't think this would be a real thing. Alright, well, I'll be right back. Alright, well, while we've kicked off our fix-ups, so hopefully the fix-ups will fix our nativization errors. And I might just go through and specify a few native things. So we'll see. If I fix everything up, it's going to check out a whole bunch of crap. And there we go, check out assets. I'm glad it actually allows me to check them all out at once. Alright, Unreal, do your fix-ups. Don't crash on me, buddy. Just settle down and go through it. Unreal's like, I'm not your buddy, friend. Crash. You know, I don't want your fucking emails anymore. And I realized I haven't checked the Slack chat for like 4 days. Man. Oh, here we go. Our progress bar is at 2 entire percent right now. 3%. It, of course, decided to pop up the progress bar on my left monitor, which is amazing. Or not helpful. So we're disconnected from this guy, but I don't want to make any real changes because I'm going to have to recompile. But where? I think it's in gameplay utils that we've got all of our shenaniganry for loading in game mode information. Yeah, so we need to add our game mode information here for our integers. So where is get end? Get float, get float, get float. Where the fuck is get end? I saw it there. No. Yeah, there it is. So we need 2 of these guys. These guys are going to be game objects. We got left bots and we got right bots. So now we can call that sort of thing. Okay, the other thing that we need to do is we need to go into the game mode, right? The game mode. I'm going to add a Boolean value to our global utils, which is going to be count bots as players. Stuff for networking, UI, error, audio, brackensec, game browser, telemetry, audio, controls, viewpoints, voting. I guess we should just look. Where's our server heartbeat time? Yeah, okay, so